Have any of you had the opportunity to travel to Africa? My school offers the juniors and seniors an opportunity each year to go to Kenya. It took me a complete year to raise my money to go, and this past February 2016, I went to Kenya, Africa. Kenya is located in the eastern part of Africa, and it has a population of 47,466,754, and 46% of the population is below poverty line. On this trip, we worked with an organization called One by One. One by One is a Christian humanitarian organization aiming to relieve the poverty of the poorest of poor while spreading the gospel message. They have locations both in Kenya and Sri Lanka. Their mission is to stop for the one. Have had a privilege to work in an orphanage. I have been blessed to work with one in Kenya and Mexico. But today, I want to talk to you about my incredible trip to Africa. We traveled over 18 hours, floor plan transfers, and when we landed, we still had a 2-hour car ride. However, while we were driving, we got a sneak peek of their lifestyles, their poverty, the city, countryside, and the ladies carrying food and water on their heads. But most definitely, the beautiful and wonderful people of Kenya. When we arrived at One by One Orphanage, the kids lined the road with the excitement of cheering, clapping, and screaming with excitement. This is what started an awesome week of playing with the kids, spending time with the most grateful and loving kids I have ever met. During the day, while the kids at the orphanage were at school provided by the orphanage, our team would go to villages surrounding schools, prisons, and medical facilities. No matter where we went, we would have a large pack of village kids following us for miles. They would walk in bare feet, barely clothed, and giggled and point. You always had to have the candy with you to pass out. If you don't have enough, you will get mobbed. My favorite thing we did was visiting schools. One primary school was an hour walk from the orphanage, and when we arrived at the kids, ran to greet us and started singing and cheering. It was the first time some of them have ever seen a white person. They were excited and scared at the same time, but definitely wanted to touch you, especially me for having blonde hair. It was an oddity to them. They did a performing for us. Then we did a skit, taught them a song, and played with them. I never met such a welcoming school. We also went to a prison. And you might be thinking, why did you go to prison? In Africa, prisoners are not provided the necessities they need for your body, like toilet paper and sanitary items. So we were allowed to bring boxes of items and distribute them with men and women. Walking in the villages, sitting in their huts, seeing their culture, and sharing the gospel, praying for them, and developing a lifelong relationship with an incredible. But the incredible thing was a highlight of meeting my brother from another mother and in another country. My mom calls him her son from Kenya. Our sponsor little boy is named Josette. And on this trip, I got to meet him, spend time with him, bring him gifts and letters. This trip was so inspiring. I love spending time with the kids, schools, and prisoners and village people because it taught me to appreciate life in my dreams. I think everybody, if you have an opportunity, you should go work in an orphanage, whether in a foreign country in the United States, you should jump at that chance. Because it will change your life and your heart forever, and will give you a new perspective on life.